Well, me again, folks. Welcome back. Another day, another video. This one, honestly, you're going to see me looking behind me a lot because it is mid-afternoon. I'm working from home, and I have no internet. I have contacted my ISP, and, I work in IT. I understand you can't put a time frame on trouble tickets, but for an ISP to be completely vague, they don't even know when their tech will be dispatched to take care of this, which to me is wrong. They should be able to say, I just dispatched a tech, but I was actually told we don't know when they will be out there. Right now, especially, when we have so many people working from home, internet service providers should be just monitoring the crap out of their networks. But business as usual, wait until something crashes, and then someone calls in, so then they respond. But again, I work IT, I'm not going to just harangue them endlessly. One thing I did want to talk about today, though, is something I just saw. Actually, two things I just saw, where governors are banning the use of hydroxychloroquine. Even though multiple, and I'm talking many, many doctors are saying it is showing results. And I can tell you why they're doing it. Because in the last couple of days, a couple of idiots have taken aquarium cleaner, which is chloroquine phosphate. You don't do that. You don't just say, oh, it has the same name in it. It's the same thing. No. These morons took aquarium cleaner and got sick and died. So, of course, the media jumps to blame Trump and said, he said taking this will cure you. No, he didn't. He never said anything about chloroquine phosphate. He said the malaria drug, chloroquine, which is hydroxychloroquine, was showing good results. When you are testing something, showing good results is not the same as, oh, it works perfectly. It just means that the tests are going well. And doctors are now saying they are very hopeful about the results. But we have governors, I can almost guarantee all Democrat, banning its use. Then we move on to the poster child for brain death without knowing it, Alyssa Milano. Trump owns hotels in multiple cities. He should donate them as medical facilities. Why isn't he? Well, Miss Milano, how much of your multi-million-dollar fortune have you given to help people? Why don't you rent out 1,000 hotel rooms in the Los Angeles area, put up all these homeless people who are on the streets during this? Why don't you donate to the Red Cross, who are doing amazing work? Why don't you donate to Feeding America, who are feeding people? Why is it that Alyssa Milano and Streisand and Midler and the rest of these idiots can go on Twitter demanding that Donald Trump give everything up and they sacrifice nothing? And the answer is very simple. They're all self-centered, narcissistic twits. In Milano's world, she is the Mother Teresa reincarnate because she is so woke that she sees how everyone else should act. She doesn't do a thing. She just tells you what to do. And it's really sad, honestly, to see. Because these are people who, had they grown up in different situations, maybe if Milano at 9 and 10 years old hadn't been a child star and had grown up as a normal person, she'd actually have a brain in her head and know how to use it. But she's grown up in the lap of luxury. She goes to parties and she goes to galas and events and premieres, and she's interviewed on the red carpet by every idiot with a camera, and they make her think, well, I'm important. I would be very happy to see Hollywood lose, 50 to 70% of what it has right now. There are very few actors, actresses, directors, whatever, that would really suffer financially. They might have to give up their 10,000 square foot mansion and move into a 2,000 square foot bungalow. the horror. Who would be hurt are the set hands and the costume people and like that. But those people would probably still be working. Because if Hollywood had to go back to what it was in the 70s, low budget, not all these blockbuster things, then we'd probably get actors who are not, 20, 30-year veterans, and we'd be able to afford to go to the movies once in a while instead of $12 for a ticket. I'd honestly not worry, not complain if that happened. We might actually get quality out of them again. But, of course, they're not going to let that happen. I know of one person right now who, if she wanted, Alyssa Milano could put up in an apartment for a couple of months, pay for food and everything for a pittance compared to what she spends daily on her own life. And he probably wouldn't take it because of who it's coming from. If you watch Twitter, look for Code of Vets, Gretchen. She's doing amazing things. And no one in Hollywood is helping her out. The elite are just drunk toddlers wailing at the world, demanding their own way. And now, as they didn't get their own way in 2016, they're lashing out. Instead of just a crying tantrum, they're throwing their toys out of the crib at anyone they can. They're lashing out, trying to destroy lives. Look at Donald Trump's life prior to announcing his candidacy, or even his interest. All these brain-dead morons in Hollywood were clamoring to go to any party he threw to be seen with Donald Trump. But the second he ran against Hillary, he was Satan incarnate. They twist words. They twist everything they can. I've said it before. Donald Trump could go into a lab, come out 2 days later and say, I have the cure for all disease on the planet. No help from anyone else. Then he could prove it by curing all disease on the planet. And the idiots in Hollywood would lash out. These doctors are out of work. They can't support their families anymore because Donald Trump took their job away. He could walk across the surface of the reflecting pool in D.C. Donald Trump, afraid of water, can't swim. I mean, nothing is ever good enough. I can guarantee you, if Donald Trump opened up the Trump Hotel in New York and one in Miami and said, we're opening these up for the homeless, no cost, everyone who's working will be paid, we're providing masks, we're going to have medical teams that are staying there in the banquet halls to serve people, they would scream, you're not doing enough. Open up all the hotels in the country, yours or not. Why haven't you sent the hospital ships out? He could do everything they want, and it would never be good enough. And the reason is, these idiots actually do hate regular Americans. The very people who buy movie tickets and buy movies and all the crap that keeps them living in the lap of luxury, they hate us because they can't control us. For crying out loud, they put out a movie where liberals hunt conservatives. It's really just an upstaged version of Hard Target. You're hunting people, and they get mad when we find out and say, oh, hell no, we're not going to see that. Then they try to twist it to say, well, no, nobody's really being hunted. They think they are, and they're hurting the liberals who are just defending themselves after they capture and kidnap and move people around and put them in danger. It is unfathomable to me that there is such a disconnect. These idiots can't see the truth. I don't know. I've talked long enough. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, be civil. We're here to discuss and debate. If somebody wants to tag Milano, if she wants to show up and tell me how wrong I am, I won't be vulgar, but I'll be brutally honest. But I doubt I'll ever even have a Twitter or YouTube comment discussion with any of these idiots. For the rest of us who actually have a brain, use it, stay civil, we can disagree, and still maintain our adult persona. As always, please remember to like and share the video so we expand the conversation, and subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you're part of the giveaway of 500, 1,000, and 1,500 subscribers. Until next time, stay smart, stay healthy, stay safe, Have a wonderful day.